The South today, I'm David Allard. In tonight's programme, 50 years after becoming the first person to sail solo the wrong way round the world, Sir Che Blythe relives his historic homecoming. Che Blythe arrived in the River Hamble after the most extraordinary journey. He'd spent 292 days sailing single-handed, non-stop around the globe, in what was known as going the wrong way, to the west, against the prevailing winds and currents. He was the first person to do it. Well, today, Sir Che sailed up the River Hamble once more to mark the anniversary of that moment in history. Our reporter Anjana Gaga was there to watch, and she's in Hamble for us now. Anjana.
David, the 6th of August 1971 was also a Friday, and thousands of people lined the banks of the River Hamble to watch Che Blythe return from his truly epic journey. Sir Robin Knox-Johnston had circumnavigated the globe 2 years previously with the prevailing winds, but westbound was known as the Impossible Voyage. But it was made possible by a Scot, a military man, who didn't even call himself a sailor. Sailing through well-charted waters, Sir Che Blythe reenacting the moment he arrived back in Hamble 50 years ago on his yacht British Steel, becoming the first man to sail the so-called wrong way around the world, westwards, solo and non-stop.
Oh, goodness me, let's have a look. Well, when we got here, Prince Philip said that he wanted to be the first person to greet me. Then it was Prince Charles, then Princess Anne, and our Prime Minister Ted Heath. I mean, goodness me. I did say to Prince Philip, why didn't you bring your wife along? Anyway, he didn't answer.
He left the Solent 292 days earlier on his gruelling journey. No GPS, no sat phone, no modern technology. He was even forced to steer by hand for 20,000 miles. Why did you do it?
Well, that's difficult. As an ex-paratrooper, I was sort of immersed in adventure and challenges. And really, Sir Francis Chichester, who was really the daddy of the whole lot, had done it with one stop, and it's pretty obvious somebody was going to do it non-stop, and we know that was Robert Knox-Johnston. So I thought, well, why not the opposite way? But of course, that was because I was quite naive and didn't realise the difference between going one way as opposed to going the other.
Sir Robin Knox-Johnston was here today, as he was 50 years ago, to welcome Che ashore and into a small group of legendary sailors.
Today is celebrating Che's quite remarkable voyage, and going round the world the wrong way against the winds was something that most people didn't think was possible, and he proved was possible. But you know, that was the time when we Brits were dominating that sort of sailing. And Chichester, Rose, myself and Che, we were the pathfinders that made all these modern round-the-world races happen in a way.
The westward journey is so challenging, only 4 others have completed it. Mike Golding, the first in 1994.
I've done 9 sails around the world, and going the wrong way is very different, because you're going against the prevailing winds and currents, which means that when you go south and turn right at Cape Horn and head across the Southern Ocean, you're going into the prevailing weather. So on a right way round voyage, you might experience 10 or 15 weather systems. Going the wrong way round, you'll experience 50 or 60 weather systems.
Che went on to set up a series of round-the-world challenges for novice crews, making the impossible possible for many more aspiring sailors. I'm Janet Gadgill, BBC South Today, on the River Hamble.